Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and merciful. Assalamu alaikum, students. I am your chemistry teacher from Muhammadi Girls Secondary School, and today I am going to teach chemistry of class 9th, chapter number 2, chemical combinations. Students, in your previous class, you have studied the first two laws of chemical combinations. Those were law of conservation of mass and law of constant compositions. And today you will study two more laws of chemical combinations. These laws are law of multiple proportion and the law of reciprocal proportion. As well as you will also study about the formula mass, the molar mass, the mole, and the Avogadro's number. First, I want to share the objectives of today's lesson. The objectives are state and explain law of multiple proportion. Second one is state and explain law of reciprocal proportion. And third one is define the terms formula mass, molar mass, mole, and Avogadro's number. What are the objectives of today's lesson? These are state and explain law of multiple proportion, state and explain law of reciprocal proportion, and third one is define the terms formula mass, molar mass, mole, and Avogadro's number. These are the objectives of today's lesson. But before I start my lesson, students, I want to give some instructions to you. Take screenshots of all the slides which will be shared with you and keep your chemistry books along with you. Now we will move to our first topic, which is law of multiple proportion. The fact that the same elements can combine in more than one ratio to form different compounds was published by great scientist John Dalton in the form of a law which is called law of multiple proportion. The statement of the law, what is the statement? It is stated that if two elements combine to form more than one compounds, the masses of one element that combine with a fixed mass of other element are in the ratio of small whole numbers or simple multiple ratio. What is the statement? Again, I am repeating. It is stated that if two elements combine to form more than one compounds, the masses of one element that combine with a fixed mass of other element are in the ratio of small whole numbers or simple multiple ratio. In very simple words, we can say when the same two elements form more than one compound, the ratio of the second element compared to the first by mass will be small whole numbers. What I said? When the same two elements form more than one compound, the ratio of the second element compared to the first by mass will be small whole numbers. Here, students, you can see the slide and examples here. Carbon combines with oxygen to form two compounds. The carbon atom combines with oxygen atom and form two compounds. What are these compounds? These compounds are carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Here you can see the picture. Carbon compound with one oxygen atom and form carbon monoxide. The mass is 1.333 gram. Mass of oxygen is 1.333 gram. And when carbon combined with two oxygen atom and form carbon dioxide, the mass of two oxygen atom is 2.666 gram. What is the law? The law stated that if two elements combine to form more than one atom, more than one compound, and when they form more than one compound, here is the example, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, two elements combine to form these two compounds. The masses of one element that combine with the fixed mass of other element, both of these are combined to fixed mass of carbon. Fixed mass of the other element are in the ratio of small whole number or simple multiple ratio. Here the example is given, carbon combined with oxygen to form carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Mass of carbon here given is here and mass of oxygen in gram carbon monoxide 12.01, and the carbon dioxide, the mass of carbon is 12.01. But the mass of oxygen in both carbon monoxide and in carbon dioxide, the mass of oxygen is 16, because here is only one atom, and in carbon dioxide there are two oxygen atoms, so the mass is 32. The ratio of oxygen in carbon dioxide to oxygen in carbon monoxide is 2:1. In carbon monoxide is 1, and in carbon dioxide is 2. The ratio of oxygen in both the compound is 2:1. This is the statement that when the two elements combine to form more than one compounds, the masses of one element that combine with the fixed mass of other element are in the ratio of small whole numbers. You can see this, this is the small whole number, or simple multiple ratio. This is the small whole number. These are the small whole numbers. Now, students, we will move to the next slide. But before move this slide, take a screenshot of this slide. Now we will move to the other example. Here, the excellent illustration of law of multiple proportion is furnished when the element nitrogen and oxygen combine together to form a series of 5 oxides of nitrogen, in which these two elements are present in different proportions. What happened when the element nitrogen and oxygen combine together to form a series of 5 oxides of nitrogen? In the slide, the 3 compounds are given. The 2 elements are present in different proportions in this slide. These are given in your book: nitrous oxide N2O, nitric oxide NO, nitrogen trioxide N2O3. These are given in your book: nitrogen tetroxide N2O4 and nitrogen pentoxide, which is N2O5. These are the different oxides of nitrogen: nitrous oxide N2O, nitric oxide NO, nitrogen trioxide N2O3, and nitrogen tetraoxide N2O4. And the last one is nitrogen pentoxide, which is N2O5. These are the different oxides of nitrogen, and on your book, in your book, page number 16, these oxides are given. Now, students, you can see in the slide, when nitrous oxide is formed, by which combination? 2 nitrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom, when combined, they form nitrous oxide. The formula of this nitrous oxide is N2O, and the mass is 1.75 gram. How you will get this mass? 2 nitrogen atom means 1 nitrogen atom, 14, and 1 nitrogen atom, 14 again, so 28, and 1 oxygen atom is 16. So when you will divide 28 by 16, you will get 1.75 gram. And the second example, nitric oxide, where 1 nitrogen atom combined 1 oxygen atom and form nitric oxide. What are the mass of both the elements by which when they combine to form nitric oxide? The mass of nitrogen is 14 and the mass of oxygen is 16. Then you will divide 14 divided by 16, mass of the nitrogen divided by mass of the oxygen, 14 divided by 16, you will get 0.876 gram. The third example, in which nitrogen, 1 atom of nitrogen combined to 2 atom of oxygen, and they form nitrogen dioxide. Here you can see 1 nitrogen atom combined to form 2 oxygen atom, and they form nitrogen dioxide. Here 1 nitrogen atom, the mass is 14, and the 2 oxygen atom, 16 multiplied by 2 means 32. When you will divide 14 to 32, you will get 0.438 grams. These are the mass of nitrogen for 1 gram of oxygen. These are the different masses of nitrogen when it combined 1 gram of oxygen. So the law of multiple proportions. 1.75, and you will divide these when you will compare these masses. 1.75 gram divided by 0.876 gram. When you will divide, you will get 1.998 approximately is equal to 2. And when you will divide 0.876 gram for 0.438 gram by 0.438 gram, you will get again 2. And when you will divide 1.75 gram by 0.438 gram, you will get 3.995, which is approximately 4. So this is the ratio 2, 2 and 4. So this is the statement. These examples verify the statement in which it is said that different masses, different elements, when if two elements combine to form more than one compound, the masses of one element that combined with the fixed mass of another element are in the ratio of a small whole number. These are the small whole numbers or simple multiple ratio. Now, students, we will move to the next example. When the hydrogen combined with oxygen, okay, hydrogen when combined with oxygen, it forms two compounds. What are these? Hydrogen when two hydrogen atom combine one oxygen atom, they form water molecule. What is the formula of it? H2O. And in the second example, hydrogen combined with oxygen atom and form hydrogen peroxide. The formula of hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. The mass of hydrogen is, in the example of water, 2 gram of hydrogen combined with 16 gram of oxygen, and the mass of water is 18 gram. In hydrogen peroxide, 2 gram of hydrogen combined 2 gram of when 32 gram of oxygen. Hydrogen peroxide, the mass of hydrogen peroxide is 2 gram, and 32 gram is 34 gram total mass of hydrogen peroxide. Mass of oxygen which combines with fixed mass of hydrogen bear a simple ratio 1:2. What is the ratio? 1:2. Here in the water molecule, it is 16 gram, and in hydrogen peroxide, it is 32 gram. What is the ratio between water and the hydrogen peroxide? What is the ratio of oxygen? Is 1:2. This is the law of multiple proportion. Mass of oxygen which combines with fixed mass of hydrogen bear a simple ratio. What is the ratio between these two? The ratio is 1:2. Here the table is given here. Series number 1, compounds. First compound is water. Combining elements are hydrogen and oxygen. The ratio of mass is 2 and 16. And in the second example, the compound is hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2. The combining elements are H and O, means hydrogen and oxygen, and the ratio of masses is 2 and 32. So the these are the ratio of masses is simple whole numbers are multiple of 1 and 2. The ratio is 16 and 32 is the 1:2. These are the examples of water and hydrogen peroxide. The different masses of oxygen 16 and 32, which combine with the fixed mass of hydrogen 2 gram, are in ratio of 16:32. That is 1:2, which is in simple whole numbers. These are the different examples. Students, I will show the slide again. Take a screenshot of these slides, which are the examples of law of multiple proportion, as well as the statement of the law is also given here. It is the first slide with the example of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Take a screenshot of this slide. The second slide, the examples are given of nitrogen and oxygen when they form nitrous oxide, nitric oxide, and nitrogen dioxide. Take a screenshot of this slide. And the third one, when the hydrogen combined with oxygen and form water and hydrogen peroxide. Water is H2O and hydrogen peroxide H2O2. When they combine, in which ratio? The ratio is simple multiple ratio is 1:2. Now we will move the second topic of today's lesson, which is law of reciprocal proportion. Now, students, it is the statement of this law. It is stated that when two different elements separately combine with the fixed mass of third element, the proportions in which they combine with one another shall be either in the same ratio or some simple multiple of it. What is the statement? What is the law of reciprocal proportion? Statement is, it is stated that when two different elements separately combine with the fixed mass of third element, the proportions in which they combine with one another shall be either in the same ratio or some simple multiple of it. This is the statement of law of reciprocal proportion, and this law is given by famous scientist Richter. When two elements, carbon and oxygen, separately combined with hydrogen to form methane and water, here you can see in the picture, two elements, carbon and oxygen. Here is the carbon and the oxygen combined to form methane and water, respectively. It is very clear that in methane, 3 grams of carbon combined with 1 gram of hydrogen, and in water, 8 grams of oxygen combined with same fixed mass, that is 1 gram of hydrogen. Now, when carbon and oxygen combine with each other to form carbon dioxide, this is the third compound which form in by these elements. Carbon dioxide is formed. They do so in the simple proportion. Okay, students, here is a picture of when the carbon and hydrogen combine, they form H2O. When the carbon and oxygen combine, they form carbon dioxide. And when carbon and hydrogen combine, they form methane molecule. What are the compounds? CH4, methane. And the combining elements are carbon and hydrogen. Combining weight is 12 and 4. The weight of the carbon is 12 and the weight of hydrogen is 4. And in another example, carbon dioxide, the combining elements are carbon and oxygen. What are the combining elements? The combining elements are carbon and oxygen. The combining weights, carbon in both the elements, in both the compounds, carbon is the same. The mass of the carbon is same. Only one carbon atom is combined to form methane molecule, and in second example, only one carbon atom is combined to form carbon dioxide molecule. So the weight of the carbon is same, but the weight of hydrogen is different. In methane molecule, hydrogen is the weight of the hydrogen is 4, and in oxygen, the weight of the two atom of oxygen is 32. This is the law of reciprocal proportion. Here is another example, students. But before move to the second example, take a screenshot of this slide in which carbon and oxygen combine to form carbon dioxide, carbon and hydrogen combine to form methane molecule, and carbon and oxygen and hydrogen combine to form water molecule. Take a screenshot of this slide. Now, students, will move to the next example. When 12 gram of carbon combine with 32 gram of oxygen to form carbon dioxide, and 32 gram of sulfur combine with same fixed mass of oxygen, that is 32 gram, to form sulfur dioxide. Here, sulfur dioxide. This shows that the mass of carbon and sulfur that combine, when the carbon and sulfur combine to form another compound, the mass of carbon and sulfur that combine with the same mass of oxygen are in proportion of 12, 64, that is 3 into 12 into 64, that is 3 into 16. This is the multiple of 4, 12 and 64. In the formation of carbon sulfide, carbon and sulfur combine in the ratio of 12 into 64, that is 3 is to 16, which is simple multiple of 3 is to 8. This is the ratio of both the compounds which are formed by this chemical reaction. Again, I am repeating, when 12 gram of carbon, here 12 gram of carbon combined with 32 gram of oxygen, 32 gram of oxygen of sulfur combined with same fixed mass of oxygen, that is 32 gram, to form sulfur dioxide. This shows that the mass of carbon and sulfur that combine with the same mass of oxygen are in proportion of 12 and 64, that is 3 is to 16, which is the multiple of 4. In the formation of carbon sulfide, here carbon sulfide is formed when carbon and sulfur are combined together. They form carbon disulfide. Carbon and sulfur combined in the ratio of 12 is to 64. What is the ratio of carbon and sulfur? 12 for the carbon and 64 for the sulfur. Here, when SO2, sulfur dioxide, is formed, the ratio of sulfur to oxygen is 32 and 32, 1 is to 1. And when carbon dioxide is formed, the ratio of carbon to oxygen is 12 is to 32. Students, take a screenshot of this slide. Then we will move to the next slide. These are the definition. As you know, the objectives of today's lesson, we will study two laws, which are the law of multiple proportion and law of reciprocal proportion, and as well as we will study about some definitions, which are the formula mass, molar mass, mole, and Avogadro's number. The first definition is about the formula mass. Formula mass of a substance is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in formula unit of substance. What is the definition of formula mass? Formula mass of a substance is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in formula unit of substance. For example, sodium. What is the mass of the sodium? Is 23. So it is the 23 AMU. Chlorine, what is the mass of chlorine? It is 35.5, and it is for the one atom of chlorine, 35.5 is equal to 35.5 AMU. And what is, student, do you remember what is this AMU? This is atomic mass unit. What is the meaning of AMU? What does it stand for? AMU stand for atomic mass unit. So the formula mass of sodium chloride, the mass of sodium is 23, and in NaCl there is only one atom of sodium, and the formula of chlorine is Cl, and the mass is 35.5. In NaCl there is only one chloride atom. So formula mass of sodium chloride is the addition, when you will add these two, the sum of these two, 23 and 35.5, what you will get? You will get 58.8 AMU, means atomic mass unit. This is the formula mass of sodium chloride. What is it? It is 58.8 atomic mass unit. This is the formula mass. Students, take a screenshot of this slide. Yes, student. Formula mass of a substance is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atom in a formula unit of the substance. We can calculate the formula mass of sodium chloride by this method. A common salt. What is the sodium chloride? Sodium chloride is the common salt. By adding the atomic masses of all the atoms in the formula unit. And what are the atoms which are present in the sodium chloride molecule? Expressed in AMU. When you will express this in AMU, means atomic mass unit. The atomic mass of sodium and chlorine are 23 AMU and 35.5 AMU respectively. So the sodium is equal to 23 AMU and chlorine is equal to 35.5 AMU, and the total formula mass of NaCl is equal to 58.8 AMU. Remember students, the term molecular mass applies to molecular compound. The term formula mass can be used with either molecular compounds or ionic compounds. The term molecular mass cannot be used with ionic compounds because there are no distinct molecules in ionic compounds. Students, take a screenshot of this slide. Then we will move to the next slide. It is molar mass. Molar mass of a substance is its relative molecular mass expressed in gram. Thus, molar mass of a substance has a fixed unit. For example, 1 mole of carbon is equal to its atomic mass expressed in grams. Molecular mass of carbon is equal to 12 AMU, and therefore the molar mass of carbon would be 12 grams. Molar mass of a substance, students, see the slide. What is the definition? Molar mass of a substance is its relative molar mass expressed in grams. Thus, the molar mass of a substance has a fixed unit. For example, nitrogen and hydrogen, when they form ammonia, the formula of ammonia is NH3. So what is the mass of nitrogen is 14 gram is equal to 14 gram, and hydrogen in ammonia gas, the mass of hydrogen is 3. So 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 3 gram. So the molar mass of NH3 ammonia is 17 gram. Take the screenshot of this slide, students. Calculate the molar mass of ammonia gas. What you will do? The molar mass is obtained by adding the atomic masses of the component atoms. Nitrogen is equal to 1 into 14 gram, means 14 gram, and hydrogen is equal to 3 into 1 gram. So it is 3 gram. So the molar mass of ammonia is 17 gram expressed in grams. The relative molecular mass of ammonia gas is 17 AMU. When you express molecular mass of a substance in grams, it is called its molar mass. Now we will move to the next definition. Take a screenshot of this, and we will move to the next definition, which is mole. It is practical chemical unit for handling atoms and molecules. You know that atoms and molecules are so small, it is impossible to handle and count the atoms and molecules individually. So the chemists use a special unit to describe very large number of atoms, ions, and molecules. It is called mole, and it is abbreviated as MOL. The definition is given in the slide. A mole can be defined as the molecular mass, atomic mass, and formula mass of a substance expressed in grams. What is the definition of mole? The definition is a mole can be defined as the molecular mass, atomic mass, and formula mass of a substance expressed in grams. For example, 1 mole of a carbon is equal to 12 gram, and 1 mole of magnesium is 24 gram. This is the example of mole. A mole can be defined as the molecular mass, atomic mass, and formula mass of a substance expressed in grams. Thus, 12 gram of carbon is equal to 1 mole of carbon atom, and 24 gram of carbon is equal to 2 mole of carbon atom. In SI unit, definition of mole is the amount of substance containing as many units. It is also defined as the masses of any substance equal to its atomic mass, molecular mass, or formula mass in grams. In your book, it is given, students, 1 mole of carbon is equal to 12 gram, 1 mole of magnesium is equal to 24 gram, 1 mole of water is equal to 18 gram, 1 mole of carbon dioxide is 44 gram, and 1 mole of calcium carbonate CaCO3 is equal to 100 gram, and 1 mole of ferrous trioxide is 100 gram, 160 gram. These are the given masses of different substances which are given in your book. By formula numbers of moles, by the formula number of moles. What is the formula of number of moles? The formula of number of moles is given mass of a substance divided by atomic mass or formula mass. What is the number of mole? How will you find? Number of moles is equal to given mass of a substance divided by atomic mass or formula mass. Students, take a screenshot of this slide. Now we will move to the next one, which is Avogadro's number. A mole of substance, Avogadro's number. A mole of substance always contains the same number of particles, atoms, ions, molecules, or the formula units, irrespective to its state, solid, liquid, or gaseous. That is 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 particles. This constant number has been determined by several methods called the Avogadro's number. The symbol of Avogadro's number is capital N and A. In the honor of Avogadro, the scientist who gave the chemistry a method for finding atomic and molecular masses. In other words, we can say this is the definition of Avogadro number, the number of particles, that is atoms, ions, molecules, or formula units in 1 mole of substance equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. This is the definition of Avogadro's number. For example, 1 mole of carbon is equal to 12 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 atoms of carbon. 1 mole of water is equal to 18 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of water. Other examples are given in your book. 1 mole of water is equal to 18 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of water. 1 mole of carbon dioxide is equal to 44 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of carbon dioxide. 1 mole of sodium chloride is equal to 58.5 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 formula units of sodium chloride. And 1 mole of calcium carbonate CaCO3 is equal to 100 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 formula units of calcium carbonate. 1 mole of sodium ion is equal to 23 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 ions of sodium. And in the last, 1 mole of chloride ion is equal to 35.5 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 ions of chloride. For example, the examples are given in your slide. 1 mole of carbon is equal to 12 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 atoms of carbon, and 1 mole of water is equal to 18 gram is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of water. These 2 examples are given in the slide, but the other examples are given in your book. You can see in your book. Students, yes, take a screenshot of all the slides which I have shared with you. Take a screenshot of this slide again. Now we will move to the home task slide. Yes, this is the home task slide. What are the home tasks? Question number 1. You will write these questions and give your answers in your copy. Explain the law of multiple proportion with example. Question number 2. Explain the law of reciprocal proportion with example. Question number 3. Define the following terms. Molar mass. Number 2, mole. Number 3, Avogadro's number. And number 4 is formula mass. Again, I am repeating. Question 1, explain the law of multiple proportion with example. Number 2, explain the law of reciprocal proportion with example. And question number 3, define the following terms. What are the terms? Number 1, molar mass. Number 2, mole. Number 3, Avogadro's number. And number 4 is formula mass. So students, I will again repeating all the slides.